moving on, let's take stock of which are the stocks that we need to keep on our radar today. And Ashesha is standing by with just that list. Ashesha, good morning. Which are the stocks that you're tracking today?
Good morning, and first up let's talk about Tata Motors, because Tata Motors commercial vehicle arm will get listed on the bourses today, and based on the demerger price, the implied value for the commercial business is pegged at about 260 to 270 rupees per share. So on the back of this listing, which is likely to happen today, keep an eye out on Tata Motors. Adani Enterprises, meanwhile, on the back of their fundraising plans, will be in focus today, where the board is launching 25,000 crore rights issue, and the issue price is at about 1800 rupees per share, implying nearly 24% premium as compared to current market price. The record date for the same has been fixed as 17th of November. So on the back of this 25,000 crore rights issue that has been announced, keep an eye out on this Adani Group company. Tata Power, meanwhile, has reported weak set of numbers for the quarter gone by. Revenue is down 1% YOY. EBITDA margins too have contracted from nearly 24% a year ago to nearly 21% for the second quarter. Second quarter was impacted on account of prolonged monsoon and temporary shutdown of the plant in the quarter gone by. So yes, weak set of numbers. Perhaps we could see some bit of negative action as far as Tata Power is concerned. BSE, meanwhile, has reported strong set of numbers, where index option volume shot up in the quarter gone by, and that aided numbers for the company on a sequential basis. Revenue is up a solid 12%, EBITDA is up 10%, and derivatives and collection segment also led growth for the company in the quarter gone by. Biocon, that one has reported a good set of numbers. This was on account of other income which shot up by nearly 190% on a year-on-year basis. And as far as biosimilar sales are concerned, that too rose 25% YOY. And remember, order wins and new tenderings have also shot up across various regions in European Union and emerging markets. So yes, good set of numbers. Biocon will also be in focus.
All right, thank you so much, Ashesha, for getting us all those details. But for this, let's also tell you which are some of the other counters that we will be watching out for. First off, let's talk about Bharat Forge. Just yesterday, we had seen a very good set of numbers coming in. And even today, there's a positive news flow wherein company's arm, Kalyani's strategic system, has backed a new order worth 250 crores from the Defense Ministry. This Defense Ministry order is for the supply of underwater systems. Other than that, one of the star performers of yesterday, Vodafone Idea, almost a 7% jump just yesterday. Today, there are reports suggesting that the government has already initiated relief package relief package for Vodafone Idea, and this is the move that follows the Supreme Court verdict in the AGR case. So positive development for Vodafone Idea indeed. Now, in some of the earnings, EIH will be in focus. Weak set of numbers coming in, wherein this time around the revenue is up just 1.5% on a YY basis, though the EBITDA, the operational performance tracker, is down 12%, while the margins are also seen to be getting weak on a YY basis. 11.8% is what the company reported this time. Awas Finances will be in focus as well, as this time around the company did come out with a good set, while the management commentary remains quite upbeat, where they say that the disbursements have normalized, the spreads are seen to be improving, and the management projects 18% AUM growth for FY26 and over 20% subsequently. And lastly, Power Grid will be in focus as well, on the back of the news flow that the board will meet on November 17 to consider the fundraising via NCDs. So these are the counters that we will be watching out for.
All right, so lots of counters to watch out for, but lots of cues as well that we must keep on our radar today. And Mithali is here to take us through all of that.
So there's a plenty on the radar for the markets today, from key India inflation data to a flurry of Q2 earnings and a couple of big listings to watch. Let's break down the cues that will be shaping the trade for today. Starting with the macro pictures, India's CPI data will be closely tracked. Inflation trends will set the tone for the rate expectation ahead of the next RBI policy meet. On the global's earning calendar, Singapore's telecom giant Singtel will be in focus. Meanwhile, a series of key speeches from the top US Fed officials could offer fresh cues on the Fed's rate path. Keep an eye on oil as OPEC releases its monthly oil market report later today. Back home, it's another earnings busy day. On the Nifty, we have Tata Steel and Asian Paints headline the numbers. Beyond the index, watch out for Honasa Consumer, Ircon, HAL, Cochin Shipyard, Nazara Technologies and Info Edge and many others all set to announce their quarterly results. Big corporate developments ahead too. Tata Motors commercial vehicle arm is set to list on the bourses today, making a major milestone for the automaker's restructuring plan. Also, we have All Cargo Gati, which will be officially merged with the All Cargo Logistics, creating a unified logistics powerhouse. In the primary market, we have two key events. The much awaited Grow IPO will be listed on the exchanges, while the Tenneco Clean Air IPO opens for subscription. Looking in the expiries to note, lock-in expiries to note, we have Bluestone Jewelry with about 4% of its free float coming unlocked, and Acme Solar where nearly 63% of shares becomes tradable. Watch out for the movements in both the counters. So plenty of moving parts today, inflation data, heavy earnings line up, fresh listings. We are all set to keep the traders busy for the day.
All right, thank you so much, Mithali, for all of that. But moving on to another